Welcome to another episode of Raising the Bar, TKJE podcast. Today we hear from Debra Romero, a marketing director and licensed financial professional. Debra is a proud resident of New Mexico and the youngest daughter to a retired Chief Master Sergeant in the Air Force. She grew up in the Albuquerque area, then moved to Oklahoma to attend Oklahoma State University. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in marketing, a bachelor's degree in accounting, and a master's degree in business administration. Her background has primarily been in banking and finance, and she now owns a financial planning business. She enjoys educating and coaching individuals, families, and business owners on how they can have financial security and accumulate wealth for their future retirement. She takes opportunities to give back to her community through community service and empowering others in their financial future. She stays active and enjoys outdoor activities such as hiking, running, and paddleboarding. She takes road trips around New Mexico to appreciate the mountains, the cultures, and the unique foods in the state. Raising the bar. Plan your steps and take flight. All right, welcome back to another episode of Raising the Bar, TKJE podcast. I'm excited for this one. Our listeners should be really excited as well. Today we have Debra Romero, owner of a financial planning business. Debra, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. I really want to thank you for taking the time to do this interview. As people know out there, finances are some that really is not discussed or talked about in the early years of our lives. And having someone like you on the show is just exciting to really get your story, your intake, your input, and insight on what it takes. And we're excited to hear what you have to say. So thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to be here and thank you.
Cool. Well, let's get right into it. As an entrepreneur, a business owner, we get inspired to make those next steps. And tell our listeners what inspired you to start your business.
Well, Ken, it's the mission of my organization. Our mission is no family or individual left behind. Americans work really hard to make a living and to save for retirement. And my organization is dedicated to educating and coaching financial education because everyone deserves their money to work for them as hard as they work for their money, right? This company, I'm excited about it because they empower me to educate middle America where I feel financial literacy is lacking. I have always wanted to help other people, and this business allows me to provide financial education at a zero fee or cost to my clients.
Okay, that is fantastic. Well, you mentioned one thing there that your money should be working for you, and I completely agree. As we work very hard for the dollars we make, we can only do so much as individuals. So I too believe in that, and we should really encourage people to have their money work for them. So when you mention educate and coach in terms like that, how do you go about educating and coaching your clients?
Well, so we take a 3-step approach to helping people. First, we sit down with them and discover their wants and needs towards financial goals. I need to know what goals they have today in the future, and which helps me to customize a financial plan. I get together with my team to customize the client's financial plan. Then I meet again with the client and provide a recommendation based on their financial goals. Then we move forward in implementing these plans based on how they want their money to grow and how they want it to be taxed. So really, it's meeting with them. It's discovering what they want to do with their money, what they need to do with their money. And then I customize and I recommend and we implement that.
Okay, so implementation, the discussion first, figuring out a plan, and then implementation of that plan. Now,
Yes.
Through that process, how do you help your clients overall?
Well, we help them accumulate more money. I mean, that's important, right? And we help save more money and help them protect their money. Average American last year lost 19% in the market. That's not good. What if I could help them not lose any money at all and protect their money? Just some things for people to think about. Do you think taxes will be higher now or in the future? Can we really rely on Social Security in our retirement? We tend to protect our cell phone, our cars, but most Americans don't protect their savings and retirement money. I help clients by increasing cash flow, emergency funds, proper protection of savings and income, legacy planning, and building wealth. All of those are really important.
Wow. Okay. I completely agree. Now, getting the word out as an entrepreneur for me, I enjoy talking with other business owners and really getting to know other people in general. So when it comes to networking, what role does networking and building meaningful relationships play in your business?
Oh, it's a big part. My business is a people business, so relationships play a very big role. I work with individuals, families, businesses, and we are beginning to work with ranchers and farmers in the area. So that's really exciting. Once an individual and family starts to work with me, I plan to be with them throughout their lifetime. Every year, I will provide an annual review to ensure that we set in place is on course to meet their needs. Life changes, and I want to help them through the change and ensure their financial security stays in place. This is a long-term relationship with my client and their family. My business is word of mouth, referrals, and relationships are very important. This is a long-term relationship.
Awesome. Okay, and I agree. Networking is a large part, I believe, in an entrepreneur's life when expanding and growing their business.
It really is. It really is. And I think that getting to know, I really enjoy getting to know the individuals and families that I work with. And it's exciting for me to help them with their financial planning.
Wow. Okay. Now, long term, right? We're here now, and we've got a legacy that many people want to leave, and what we leave to people, our family members. We want to get into that and really start discussing it. So, what legacy do you hope to leave behind through your business endeavors as you really build this out and network and meet new people?
Yeah, this is a big question. It's very important. So there is such a need for financial literacy in America. In most of our schools, financial literacy is not offered at all, with the basic of how to balance a checkbook, much less how to save for our future. I mean, when I was in school, they made us take home economics and they taught us how to make crepes. I mean, that's very practical.
Right.
Instead what the financial industry offers is our young adults a credit card as soon as they enter college. This teaches us how to accumulate debt. There needs to be a tipping point in that we are teaching the basics of personal finance, investment savings options, good debt versus bad debt, and personal budgeting. I mean, my own personal story, I've had student loans too. I've had, as in my bio, I have gone to college, and I'm like a lot of Americans, I've had my own student debt. So I understand what it's like to have that. Americans in general need a tipping point, and I want to help lead efforts in teaching and coaching our families around financial literacy and make an impactful difference in our financial futures.
Huh. I understand. And I really do see what you're saying with the debt and what we've been taught and how things are evolving and changing, right?
Yes.
The footprint of where we're going and what we were in before is completely different. So looking at the realistic possibilities of what could be and then what you're going to leave and behind as you build it is really important. Now, through the time frame that you've been working your business and building it and growing it, there's life lessons that come along with entrepreneurship, right? The good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we learn things along the way. Now, on your journey, could you give our listeners just one piece of business advice that has stuck with you on your journey through your business as you were building it out?
Sure. I think one piece of advice is, plan. I think when you just go into something, right, the unexpected happens. I think it's really important to plan ahead, try to make yourself some goals and say, I want to reach this and how can I get there? I think that is really important. And I think it's good to have a support team. It's good to have, mentors and other people who have been successful so that you can ask them, hey, what have you done? What has worked for you? Business changes, right? The business world has changed and it continually evolves and change. And I think that's really important to have those people, those mentors to help you.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to tell us about your business and what you do. Now, how can people get a hold of you if they want to, give you a call, ask you questions?
Sure.
How can they get a hold of you?
Well, I want you to get a hold of me. So this is really a big mission, and we are definitely adding our team to our team. And so get a hold of me, reach me at 918-810-5414. I also have my Instagram, which my Instagram business is called Money Empower Up. And my email is moneyempowerup@yahoo.com. So follow me, email me, call me. I'd love to hear from you.
Wow. Okay. I love it. So that's really awesome. Again, thank you so much. It's not about the love of money, but the fact that we need it. It's a necessity. We want to learn how to grow it and build it, not just for ourselves, but for our families. So again, thank you so much. Appreciate your time, and we will talk with you later.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
TKJE